The Malt Liquor Project, what you know about that? Natural Father, what you know about that? 8% alcohol, introduced in 2011. What you know about that? This is produced by Anheuser-Busch. InBev. Ingredients: water, barley malt, cereal grains, hops, and yeast. Brewed with the same ingredients as Natural Light, but hot, but raised up to 8% alcohol by volume. It says lager on the side. It says ale. What is it? A lager or an ale? It's a lager, but they put ale on there for legal reasons. In some states, you cannot sell a beer above a certain alcohol percentage, but you can sell an ale at a high level. Shows you what the government officials know about beer, right? It's not a beer, it's an ale. Well, the Natural Father is the third of the Natural family. Natural Light being introduced in 1977, at one time the flagship beer of Anheuser-Busch. Natural Ice coming online in 1995. And now Natty Daddy. Let's try out this Natural Father. This Papa gets an awful score on Beer Advocate. Rate Beer says it's a 1 out of 100. One of the worst beers on this planet. But is that really true? We're gonna find out. Well, I've had it a few times. Okay, pretty thick. Would be thicker if I'd have kept pouring. Whitehead and with that direct sunlight there at 85-degree angle, it's a little hazy, but it's clear from that direction. But when you have direct sunlight shining through a beer, you go pick up some haze. And I had it in the freezer for a good while. It might be a chill haze. Let's go with the aroma. Very mellow. Sweet, mellow, white bread, barley malt, grains, corn, yeast, and some lemony citrus for whatever reason. I'm picking that up a little bit. Okay, anyway, let's go with the flavor. Wow. That is malty, baby. Yeah, it's really malty. It's sweet, malty. It has some biscuitiness. Yeah, like almost even a sourdough biscuit, but not quite. It's like heading that way, and then it stops short. It just retains its sugary sweetness. But it's not a cloying sweetness. It's not an unpleasant sweetness. It's just a really sort of like bold beer flavor. It really is. And it's got that classic Anheuser-Busch quality, if you know what I mean. It's like there's no off flavors or anything like that. They brew their beers to such a pinpoint perfection. I'll tell you what, I had this in the freezer for about 45 minutes, and I think that was the treatment it needed. There's no cloying aspects to it, no funkiness, the mouthfeel is light to medium. It does have a certain body to it. You can feel that alcohol underneath, though. It's there. You drink too much of this, you're gonna feel it. Now, when I'm drinking malt liquor, I usually prefer the 6% ones, like your Old English 800, your King Cobras, your regular Hurricane, Magnum, which is even weaker, 5.6. But I gotta say, for 8%, for something so heavy, 191 calories, something like that, this is pretty nice. To say it's a 1 out of 100 is like almost incomprehensible. I mean, could a person hate beer that much that they would rate something like this a 1 out of 100? I don't get it, really don't. The price is right. You'll see it at the store. The 24-ounce cans, it might have jumped it up to 25. I don't know about this particular one, Natural Father, Natty Daddy. But you can get it for a good price. Never seen it in bottles. It may exist in bottles, but they don't show any bottles on their Tap Into Your Beer website. That's the Anheuser-Busch beer portfolio website. I think it's at least a B. It's good, and probably could make the argument in a quite a strong argument that it's much higher than just good. I mean, this is like a classic American malt liquor. For a malt liquor enthusiast, and I know there's a lot of people like that out there, this is one to have. So I'm glad I tackled this in my malt liquor project. I would like you to try it and give me some feedback on what you think about the Natural Father, the Natty Daddy. I'm really excited about the malt liquor project. I'm about to run out in Louisiana. We only have a certain number of malt liquors. But as I travel around this year, hopefully I'll get to travel around this year. I'm going to be scouting various and sundry malt liquors. So I appreciate you watching my video production. And the house next door was sold. They bought it at auction this week, and the man's already working on it. He's starting to tear out all kind of stuff, and believe it or not, they bought it for $15,000. Double lot, huge, right? I mean, if they wouldn't have been trying to get it, I'd have jumped on it. But I didn't want to undercut a neighbor, so the man that bought it, he's a contractor himself, so he's going to do most of the work himself, and he's going to get a great value out of it. And you saw if you watched my videos, you saw the condition of it. Now there's a big dumpster back there, and he's working pretty speedily. So let me know what you think about the Natty Daddy.